If you're watching this video, that means you clicked through. I hope you read the words. I hope you paid attention to the details, because if you clicked true, submitted, and moved on to stage 3, you're responsible for everything in stage 1 and 2. So, yeah, we're not finished. Let's just go to the balancing the books for right now. You should have, unlike what I told you previously, if I open up my stats panel, I had not completed Fridays and Mondays daily quest. So that changed the totals. I'm on stage 3 of the pre-flight inspection, and having done Friday and Monday. If you're encountering this quest beyond Monday and you have Tuesday or Wednesday here, you're going to have to do a little math. Now, I'll explain this, but for right now, with all quests up to this point, having completed, I was supposed to do the daily before starting the pre-flight, should have 2440 and 488. Now, let me show you something. You, in inventory, you're going to have purchases here and perks and bonuses. I have no perks unless I told you specifically, take 5 gold, take 10 gold, take 15, whatever I told you, you should not have any perks. But you need to capture this information before we go any further. So I'm going to turn this off for a second, and then I'm going to use a shortcut. You're going to have to pay attention to this. Shift Control Command 4. Now, that's a really weird one, and it gives you crosshairs. Yeah, I know, Shift Command 4 gives you crosshairs too, but I want you to use Control. I'm going to hit Escape. Shift Control Command 4. And then I'm just going to click above my name and come down wherever the bottom of this is. You shouldn't be extending through off the limits of your stats panel. And when I let go, get a little camera noise, and then I can switch over to Photoshop. If you haven't launched Photoshop, please do so. Click on New, and you get something that adjusts to your clipboard. So if we create that, don't worry about any settings. I'm going to hit the letter V to get the move tool here. Yeah, I know this first time in Photoshop. Just Command V, paste that. You're going to get a warning, most likely. Just say OK for now, and we have this. You need to save this file. So I'm going to hit Command S. Now, where does this go? Where am I going? Into the cats folder. Okay, so I'm going to hit Documents, and then for me, I'm going to put this in my demo. You arrange this somewhere where you can figure it out, and for right now, I'm going to name this. I don't play around with the .psd. I'm not in a, if you're in a truncated dialog box like this, you should not be in stage 3. It means you have not been paying attention, period, end of story. However, if you have been paying attention, and here's where we are, don't worry about these settings down here. We'll talk more about these later. Just make sure you're saving this into your Documents folder, not into some other crazy place. And give this a title that, I don't know, bonus loot, for lack of a better word, and save it. Now you have this PSD file saved, because what I'm going to ask you to do may affect your bonus loot. You need to capture this. Okay, so we're done with that. Head back over, and then look at the rewards. Now here is where you can discover where the problems are. The experience in these quests is static depending upon the type of quest. Notice 30, 120, 80, 50, 30, 50. You know, you see these numbers, 80 for the UBI. You see these numbers repeating again and again and again, all the way down. There's no weird numbers. If you have strange numbers associated with certain quests, you know, 120 for the DPE, 80 for the UBI, this is what mad skills. Well, you'll figure this out. Just go through this, and the same holds true for the gold. The variables in the gold is when you've earned bonus loot, 50, 25, 100. It'll say that there. But you're going to have to go through and figure this out. At this point in time, through stage 3, I only have 2 gold associated with the pre-flight inspection. Does that make sense? I know this is kind of complicated. So it's the first time we've done this. We had some issues. If you have 5, 10, 15, whatever it is, do the math, get out a pencil and paper, keep track of it. If you have a huge amount of extra experience, that means it's not been a mistake. You've been gaming the system. Here's your one chance to come clean. Okay? So down here in the pre-flight inspection, there is a form for you to fill out. Oh, crud. I'm going to come back and I'm just going to show you over in my account. See, trying to use a student account had a surprise. So when you use this form, when you click in, you'll be signed into Google. Hey, look, a pattern. You know how I know it's a pattern? See these 2 things? See these 2 things? See these 2 things? It's a pattern, right? But these 2 things look a lot like these 2 things, only they're a different color. It's a pattern. We're going to talk more about patterns. Fill this out. Pick your period. Pick the right period, please. And just follow these instructions. Just put a number here. Don't put an explanation. If you have questions, come ask me. Don't write it here. I just want a number. If the number's 0, put a 0. If both these numbers are 0, why are you filling out this form? Because it says, no problems, skip the form. Got it? Got it? Okay, this is likely to cause enormous confusion today. Roll with it. Let's work together and get your books balanced. Understand?